Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. In today's episode, it's 8 p.m. You may remember in yesterday's episode, I said I was going to try to become more of a morning routine gamer, but I woke up at noon, so there was no morning for me to do the routine in. How you doing? How's it going? I'm fine. Thanks for asking. I just wasn't feeling it this morning. I don't know what I did. Okay. So this morning I tried to cut coffee out of my life. No, not like out of my life, but I just didn't drink a coffee this morning. I was like, you know what? I don't feel like it today. And I was just real tired throughout the afternoon, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I do actually feel the effects of that morning coffee, and I just didn't realize it. But I'm trying to move it around because I feel like I drink too much caffeine. So I'm having a coffee now, and I'm recording Monster Train now. I feel like I basically am always recording this game with a coffee these days, but it is what it is. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. Happy Saturday out there to you. I started the Into the Breach series, so if you're interested in that, I will be doing. It's going to be basically a combined series of Unfair Into the Breach on YouTube, and I'm going to be streaming it as well, so you can find me here or there to watch some of that if you're interested. And if you want more Into the Breach content, you can go over to my Twitch channel. You can watch the VODs even if you can't catch the stream. VODs are valid for 60 days, feel free. I'm having a good time with the game, I've been playing a lot of it, so yeah. I'll be playing it for a little while. It's not going to replace Gordian Quest though, if you like Gordian Quest. I am still going to try to get some Gordian Quest out to you. Gordian Quest might just fall to be a little bit less consistent, but you know, kind of how it goes. The game is not as popular, I feel, and I like the game, but I don't feel the incentive, you know? It's no Monster Train. Anyway, let me ask you a question. Let's get going. 2 days ago, and I didn't talk about this yesterday because I had not been able to read the comments of 2 days ago's video until today, or until after yesterday's video was posted. I mentioned the song Parking Lot, and I said it was by the Counting Crows. And a lot of people told me, hey, did you know that song is a cover? And I said, no, I sure didn't. That's pretty cool. So I want to ask you, what are songs that you find that are covers that you feel are perhaps better or good enough to be held in the same light as the original? Now, I have to add that caveat because the song that I want to bring up is Alien Ant Farm's cover of Annie, Are You Okay? By Michael Jackson. I don't want to imply that anyone did Michael Jackson better than Michael Jackson. However, like, man, they had the fucking gall to cover Michael Jackson and just completely shift the song, and it was good. I thought, anyway. The other song that I thought was good was, I don't remember her name, but I think her name is like Sarah something, and she did a YouTube video which was a cover of Matt Maltese's As the World Caves In. That song also goes hard for cover. I mean, his version is also good, but they're like two flavors of the same song. I like them both. So yeah, let me know. Give me your thoughts. Talk about covers. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. There's a hair on my windscreen. Exile Melting, Default, Stygian, Plating Seal, Wrath, Purifying, Chaste, how about that? Purifying Cleanse, Crypt Builder, Remnant Host. It's a little fade day, so, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna click the little fade buttons and we're gonna probably be okay, but hey, you never know. A little Icarus in Stygian. Oh, I feel like I've played, I have a Purifying Cleanse, I'll play Firelight. I think I played Endless last time for Fade, so it's my pick there, dealer's choice. I just try to rotate it with Fade. I feel like this champion is A, leagues above every other champion in the game, and B, like, she's fine. I just like to rotate what I'm playing frequently with her. Doesn't really matter here. You could argue top 4 play is better, but I don't really think it is. I want this steward to die because I expect to draw. He was a little slow on the death. I expected to draw 2 train stewards, or 2 primitive molds on this turn. But as long as I draw one next turn, which it would be extremely shocking if I did not. No, I have to draw that or a Purifying Cleanse, I feel, and ideally I'll draw both. Steward, get out of here. Fade goes in. We go here. It's 60 damage. I suppose we put it here. Yeah, and the damage I'm gonna take here is just damage that I don't care about. It's yeah, I don't really care about clergymen hitting me here. I didn't take the Spikes trial so that I could play it in this manner, where I just kind of go, wow, we win now, cool. Just to be safe, you know, because it's a little Fade run. We just kind of play whatever the hell we want. Now, to be fair to myself, no, not to be fair to myself, to be fair, what I should have done there is I should have played the train steward on top floor. I would have earned 10 more gold. I'll take molded. I think that Little Fade is typically pretty strong and like strong enough to win you the run on her own, but like picking up something like Crystallis does not hurt. Or Ice Tornado, but Ice Tornado is expensive. Crystallis is a card you can play and also play the Reform. Multi-Strike and Lady of the House. Multi-Strike? Lady of the Reformed? Let's talk about it. Paraffin Enforcer is good. He comes with Burnout when I self-infuse him. He has a little bit of a survivability issue, but overall I think he's okay. He has an extremely high damage scaling, very strong. Lady of the Reformed, better base stats, 15 more health, and higher base burnout of 3 instead of 2, and you could infuse like a Paraffin Enforcer onto her, but I have to ask myself, do I think 15 health is worth more? No, not really. Final answer, lock it in. I'm gonna go multi-strike. I'm gonna go plus 25. We're gonna play a lot of this unit, and we're gonna go nuts. I think with that pickup, I'm actually strong enough to click the Horde. I should do it first, but, you know. We have a fully kitted out unit, so I could take Capricious here. I also think that maybe you could pick Volatile Gauge there. This is a little aggressive out of me, to be honest. If I lose here, I deserve it, but I think I should be okay because I have... If I didn't take the plus 25, I would have thought more about this. Put it like that. 1, 2... Why does he only take 9? Oh, because Fate heals him. I'm gonna let this go out because I think a draft might actually land on the floor and stay alive. Yeah, look at that guy. Oh, he burned out. Right, that does make sense that it would work like that. And then, this is one of the other reasons we played Firelight, is because I can, if I miss like this, I can still hit with Purifying Cleanse and Stabilize. It's all good. The RNG can flip against you here a little bit, but it didn't, so we're looking pretty solid, I feel. As long as we walk away from this combat, it's a dub. Not like the combat, but I think the run. And we ended up taking 0. I guess we have to survive Talos as well. Or is it Daedalus? Is it Daedalus? I don't trust it, but I think it is Daedalus. Large stone draft. So it's a question of, do I feel... Well, there's multiple questions you can ask here, but I'm not going to do Paraffin Enforcer into draft. It's a question of, do you feel like you want to play Draft Infusion over Paraffin Enforcer Infusion? Is +1 multi-strike worth more? I think with Little Fade the answer is actually yeah. No thank you. Lady of the House is also a very valid infusion. 30 more base HP is solid, but I'm okay. There's no temple here? Man, I would have bricked my run if there was a temple here. God damn, I would have sent myself. Yeah, let's go on. How about Endless Hot Shark in this banner? That'd be pretty cool, right? Be a little neato. Yeah, he's quick. Almost. Almost, buddy, almost. There's no build a card effect that gives me burnout. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, this card is definitely not good enough. If you had showed me money there, I would have taken it because money is good, but without money, I'm not clicking that. And I think that the best thing I can do for this deck is remove 2 Train Stewards because they are curses, more or less. And we will carry on. So in the mid to late, or in the mid game, there's going to be some awkward points where Fade isn't going to die, and I'm going to have to do a little thinking. There's also a few cards that we want to think about as potential pickups for this run. Like, so for example, in this position, if I were to play bottom floor, or if I had Draft Infusion, I would need to play bottom floor or play Purifying Cleanse here. I'm going to play top floor? I'm going to play top floor. I think it's right to give him the 3 burnout because it's impossible for Fade to not die in the next 2 turns, right? So no matter what, he's at least +1 burnout now. Don't play Train Stewards for fun. I think maybe bottom floor was a little safer there. I'd have to think about it a little more than I did to really work it out. Because I drew all my primitive molds now and we have to deal with the consequences of our actions. But we have burnout set up, and oh, we have one more primitive mold. We had burnout from the other cards, so it's okay. Thought there might be a number of frozen lights. I had to switch the position of Remnant Host there. He had to be in the back for me to save 5. It's just a slight misplacement. The primitive mold draws are actually on point. How lovely. Oh, the drafts land. That's actually really good, right? Wait, that's great. That's extremely good. 3-9 doesn't make a difference. I mean, this is the sort of thing that happens to me sometimes. I spent the mental energy there to think about if I could incant that enemy with a primitive mold. There's no reason to incant that enemy with a primitive mold, but I did think about if I could do it. The answer was yes, it didn't make a difference to the floor. Sometimes I do that though, where I count that out and I go, after the fact I go, wait, that doesn't matter. Like I can just play it on a different floor. Played a lot of hours of this game. Hallowed Halls is interesting. It's a weird reset button. It has the downside of it resets my rage, but it full heals. Which is actually probably good enough to just be worth it. But the reason that it's worth it is because there's a chance that I don't see something like stealth on this run. And if I don't see stealth, then I need to find a different way to full heal before bosses because I'm gonna lose. But it's just like an answer to have for the run, I feel. Like Winged Indulgence. There's no curses on the horizon that are guaranteed. Get rid of our Train Stewards. And I am going to take the infusion now, and now is the point where we have to do the slightest amount of thinking moving forward. I have to, this is not a run that I can just plant Fade down and call it a day. I do have to give the game an amount of my respect to figure out where I'm meant to play. This is also the sort of situation where I don't feel like I should take this trial because I don't need it. Right, so like on this turn, basically if I draw more than one primitive mold on turn 1, I'm probably going to play bottom floor. Because it's going to be a lot harder to bring Paraffin Enforcer back from the dead, should he have an accident. Or I could just draw both of these and then go, Terrifying Cleanse here. I will draw Frozen Lens. Frozen Lens is going to put in a lot of work too if I play bottom floor. Shockingly, I actually drew all of the primitive molds I would need. Maybe not shockingly to you. Shockingly to me, though. Oh, Fade doesn't die. Took me a second to really process that. I was like, shouldn't he be doing damage back there? No, sure shouldn't. Okay, we got cards to fix this. Okay, but you can see it, the Paraffin Enforcer's health is dipping. I do have Purifying Cleanse as another potential answer to how do I keep this unit alive. I guess actually I bet I want to lean into that, huh? Because there's an amount of damage he can take in a turn. And it's not that high, the amount of damage he can take in a turn. Because Fade's gonna be there. I don't know, give me a stealth. Give me a holdover stealth card. No, not multi-strike Remnant Host, that's not what I asked you for. Plus 25 Glacial Seal. I don't think I want to pay 2 energy for Guardian Amulet. It's not, at 2 sap I think the card just isn't good enough, unfortunately. Caverns first? No, nah, this is a mistake. I also think I might be wrong to trade fire health like this, but primarily I think I should have duplicated. No, Caverns first is correct, never mind. Again, brain wires have crossed up on me there. Quick look ahead. Yeah, I don't need to take packed shards right now. Not worried about Crystal Cloak all that much. Sycophants I'm a little worried about. Right, so if I play top 4, these Paraffin Enforcers burn out. I think it's better to meet the problem head on than anything else. Oh, you take more for that. However, oh wait, we have 3 multi-strike, not 2. Or 3 attacks, not 2, my bad. I was about to say, however, I'm about to meet the consequences of my actions here, which is this 5105 walking at me. But I put a draft infusion on my unit so that that's not a problem. I could just full heal, but then again, remember that Hallowed Halls actually does not increase your burnout. So these units, if they are killed with Hallowed Halls and resurrected, will have 2 burnout. And burnout is our limiting factor for Crystal Cloak. Yeah. I guess the answer to this run is probably just stack up Purifying Cleanse and heal through. When you're going through heal, keep healing. Something like that. And I'm not too concerned about this outcome. It's kind of what I would expect to see. I don't think it takes a lot of rounds to kill this. Hey, Hallowed Halls, look at that. And then extend burnout here. Yeah, I didn't feel like it was that big of an issue. The reason you play bottom 4 is because we have no other way to clear the stealth, of course. Of course. Hold over, Fatal Melting. Monster Train, are you dumb? This is not the card I asked you for. Who's running this thing? Hold over, Ice Storm. Hold over, Purify. Purify? What is that card called? Preserve. I knew it was a word that started with P. Did not think of it though. Who's running this freaking clown show? Monster Train. I'm gonna cut 1 Crypt Builder because I think I shouldn't need to play that card. And I'm looking for plus 10. Or actually, now that I think about it, Extreme Stone. No. Sure, let's make Crystallis cost 1. I'm looking for a plus 10, yeah. Let's make Purifying Cleanse heal more, seems like a reasonable idea. I'm not gonna pay money for removals yet. I like to just bank my money in a position like this because removals don't make us enough stronger to be worthwhile, I feel. Alright, team, let's use our brain. Top 4, yeah, that's easy. If I can die on top 4 with Fade, top 4 is definitely the play. More time is good. This is more time to stack up my burnout. And then we play Fade first so we don't take the Ember Drain. Should get rid of this Remnant Post at some point. This is a fun run too, to me. I actually am having a pretty good time with this one because it's just how fast can I look at these turns and parse what I need to be doing. It's a good time, actually. I'm having a good time with it. How fast can I look at this turn and go, oh my god, Fel, I hate it when you do this shit to me. Such a piece of work. That fast, by the way. I hate it when Fel does that triple rage play on the second turn. I hate that shit so much, Fel. You gotta stop it. Well, we'll heal it through it. I think I do now just want to duplicate and I want to fill my deck with Purifying Cleanse. With Fade chumping, the Enforcers should do well enough. They shouldn't die ever, I feel. With Fade helping out. And if that's the case, then the best thing for me to do is just heal them up, right? I think that 75 HP and then they're going to get a little more health, I think, from Fade. I think Fade gives more on level 3, but I actually don't know. I think she might... She doesn't give 10, does she? That'd be crazy if she gave 10 AoE. This champion would be a little ridiculous if that was the case. I think she might... Does she give 5 all the way through? I think she might give 5 all the way through. The Hoarfrost effigy was permafrosted. That's pretty funny. It's a good joke from Monster Train. Vapor Funnel's good. I think the only thing that really catches you is backline walking early on. She does give 5 throughout. That's what I thought. Now I'm at 55 here on the Pack Shard front. I don't want to alarm you, but I might actually be a little shy here. We'll figure it out. There's a duplicate in there. We can work something out, I'm sure. I'm looking for +10, and I'm looking for holdover. None of those things. Okay. I got a few ideas for how we get there on pack shards. And basically what I'm doing is I'm trading power in... I'm trading a duplicate at the end for a significantly easier mid-game where the game can be a little bit frightening here. I think it's worthy to play Hollowed Halls on turn 1, because Fate will just burn out if she doesn't go in front. And this guy gets the benefit of +1 base burnout should he die from something. It's only really bad if I don't draw Primitive Mode here, but I did. And then Fade goes down, tanks an extra 10 for you. Second draft enters, yeah, and we heal it up. Excellent. This deck is very consistent as well. I think there is a case to be made for saying I should be worried about Chase Seraph, but I'm not really all that worried. Don't care about the Ember Drain here, do I? Not particularly, anyway. The -1 I'm noticing, I don't know if you've been noticing this, I've been like vaguely paying attention to this. The -1 is making a lot of breakpoints in this game look a little different. Like, Fade is tanking 1 extra hit than I would normally expect her to in a lot of positions. Not this one, though. She's definitely not tanking an extra hit there. Don't be ridiculous. I don't think I need to care, right? I do need to care about the trample effect, but I just heal through it. Our survival plan is pretty well defined at this point. It's called Purifying Cleanse. You only need to get like 2 swings in to kill this boss, I imagine. I was slightly worried, but I guess I didn't really calculate the numbers there very well, did I? That is 1200 damage. I don't know how many times I gotta tell this freaking game. Monster Train. Told you what I want. I could go for Mortal Entrapment, but you know what? Mortal Entrapment is pretty good here. The holdover is bad, but Drain is also fine. I can -1 them, I hope. Maybe not. No, I can't. I do have to go this way. Spell Chain is okay for Purifying Cleanse. Intrinsic is fine for probably Hollowed Halls. Actually, I kind of like it for Drain. Just turn 1, pay 2 energy. No, because what if I draw both Paraffin Enforcers? I don't like it. Then we're 90, so I just duplicate... I have to duplicate the card I gave Spell Chain to, which is actually ideal. So ultimately my pack shards worked out very fine. +3 stacks of burnout every time it's applied is sick. Rage 3 whenever they lose a stack of burnout, also pretty good. Honestly, +5 is good across the board as well. 5 armor, sick. Silence, sick. Great trinket shop. I just bought 5 trinkets. It's kind of what we've been banking our energy, our money for throughout the run, is just, hey, I'm gonna go buy 5 trinkets. And 1 more +10 goes here. Everything should be extremely solid now. This should be a rock solid run. I feel. 24 cards, usually when I play Fate, I try to go to like 18, but... Oh, and Seraph even gave us a helping hand up here. What a buddy. Look at this dude, he even gave us a guy. Now Fate goes top floor here, or in front here. Oh, the burnout extra! Oh no, the burnout extra! Oh no, that's so bad! Oh, I forgot about that. Uh-oh. That's awkward. I think that's actually gonna be like a significant challenge now that I look at it. I didn't think about that. I got a little too excited. Well, anyway. At least I got the Vapor Funnel, right? I mean, it's not irredeemable by any means. Sure, it's fine. It's just a little, you know. I tried to do something that I thought was optimal. I tried to not just play Fate and then turn off my brain, and Monster Train reminded me that that's not how you play this run. We don't play other cards, we play Little Fate and nothing else. Thank you, Vapor Funnel, for not making me reset this combat. Do you coin flip it? Or is that bad? Is it bad to coin flip it? I think it's probably bad to coin flip it. Just drain him to 0. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, he did 4. I get what I deserve for trying to do anything on a little fade run, though, to be honest with you. I tried to make any sort of decision that wasn't sit here and click little fade. Hallowed Halls to get a little cheeky 5/5 and +1 burnout? No. Do not do that. It's a terrible idea. We play little fade in this household and that's it. How busted is this champion that even with losing like 4 rounds of the combat just to like to doing nothing. I got to do nothing for like 4 rounds of the combat and I'm still gonna be fine. How absurd is this champion? I'm still gonna be okay, I'm pretty sure. If I could have played the drain here, I think I would have been extra fine, but let's see what it looks like. Ah, look at this monster train. Well, well, well. I think if I play this, it's probably enough. Yeah, XD. You know what I tell you, -1, it makes a big difference sometimes. Yeah, I think that if there is, if you ever needed more proof that the little fade runs can become unlosable, I into Chase Seraph, I bricked my actual damage scaling and still won the combat. Wow, that is a triple silence, huh? Okay, so what did we learn from? What did we learn our lesson here? Absolutely. Play these 2 guys first, then Hallowed Halls, just to give them the little extra 5/5 and the little extra burnout. Do I need to do that at all? No, probably not at all, but you know what, I want to. What are you gonna do, stop me? You can't. That's the thing, you can't stop me. I should heal there, my bad. I saw it spell chant, I was like, oh, I can't play it, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, you can. I think if I daze the Divinity twice, that should cover the entire combat pretty much. He's lucky he rolled damage shield to tank for him. I may should have taken a lot of damage there. We got a little fade there. I think the best thing to do is probably sap this. If I sap this, I'm pretty sure it actually eliminates almost all damage taken. Like so. The 13. Was it? It's the spikes +5, right? No. Oh no, +12. You also take a 12 from that guy. But most importantly, we knocked 4 off of the Divinity, and also, oh my god, I'm telling you, man, buy Sigiled Seaweed. Look at this, it silenced this whole wave. How good is Sigiled Seaweed? The relic's insane. It's probably like one of the more slept on relics in my opinion. Like not you can value it however you want, but like I don't think about Sigiled Seaweed as the titan that it is, because it's a 50-50, it's a flip, but it's an interesting flip because when I think about it, I just think about it as, well, the silence would be nice, and then I look and it silences like an entire front line. Like it silences a whole wave and just cancels out their entire game, and I go, oh yeah, I guess it can do that. I guess it can just silence the Ember Drain and the Harvest here. That's pretty good. Like sometimes it misses, and those times they just don't matter. I don't think anyway. Thank you, Sigiled Seaweed. I did say this fight was gonna end soon. I think it ends here, right? I'm pretty sure he dies on this turn. Close, right? No? Oh, this guy dies. Hold on. There you go. 1452. If I could just... Well, if I could do 1 damage to those light wings here, we would actually be winning. Well, alas, I have to go to Relentless. The Divinity made it to Relentless. How sad. Alright, GG Divinity, shake my hand. Very clean little fade run. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that if you pick Firelight and you get multi-strike in your first shop, the win rate for that has to be like 95%, right? I can't think of a time where you wouldn't win from that position. No, I guess, yeah, you can. You can think of a time, and that time is your first... You don't have a unit, right? But even still, the odds that you start with a unit are pretty high. Or you could just do it on a Train Steward, to be honest with you. I bet you could do it on a Train Steward, even. And then you can just search trinket shops for advanced prototype. And then it's really good. Planning Herbal Tuition. Well, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.